Hello guys and welcome back to my Football Manager 2023 European Journeyman save, where we have taken on the mammoth task of winning every top tier division in the European nations that are in a game. This is episode number 51. We're currently in our 6th nation, which is Finland, as the manager of SJK. Don't ask me to pronounce their proper name, but it's SJK. Things are okay. They're not great. But they're not bad either. We have a quick rundown of what's happened since you were last here. Last time you were here, we did get absolutely thumped, and it was by HIFK. It was a 3-0 defeat away from home. We then lost our next 2 games. The first one up was against top of the table IFK Mariehamn. We were beaten 3-2 in this one. Coimbra and Lettinen bagged the goals for us, but Lindgren, Kankanpää again, and Lundgren got the goals for Mariehamn, and that was 2 defeats in a row. We played okay in this one. We did start to maybe think about changing the tactics up at some point around about here. You can see here that we've actually got a 4-4-2 on the go. So the game's finally got its wish. We've played a 4-4-2. We did lose 1-0 though to FC Hacker, who were relegation rivals with us last season, but they actually currently find themselves in 3rd position in the table. But we did concede the goal in the 90th minute to Honkola. This was after Kujala had a penalty saved by Arbor leader in goal, but some poor performances from us obviously allowed them to win. We arguably, XG wise, even despite the fact they had a penalty, we should have won the game. We did then bounce back with a win, and it was against VPS. Now, we've seen us lose to VPS twice before, but we did put 5 past them. Ailton scored another fantastic free kick against us, like he did in the first game of the season. And I thought it was going to be one of those days. We were 2-0 down after 6 minutes, but we fought back to win 5-2. Barrios got 1. Leo Johansson bagged a hat-trick. And Rihimäki did get 1 himself to make it 5-2. It was a very, very good performance. Played a game with the 4-4-2 in this one. But then we were beaten comfortably by Coops, and we played the slightly changed formation. I went back to the 4-2-4 for this one, and we had an absolute shocker. Tommy Hagland got 1, and Mate Trusa bagged a hat-trick against us. Arbor leader had a shocking game. Leo Johansson pulled 1 back late on, but it was a very, very disappointing 4-1 defeat. But then we've picked up again a little bit. We're 4 games unbeaten. We have beaten the defending champions in Ilves away from home. Coimbra and Leo Johansson bagged the goals in this one. I went back to the 4-4-2. Rihimäki had a poor game though on the left-hand side. But we did have a really good game. Oksanen in central of defence had a really, really good game. Next up was FF Yarrow, or I think it's Yarrow. Stuck with a 4-4-2. Mika Rihimäki scored the only goal of the game in the 8th minute. But we absolutely dominated the game. We played really, really well in this one. We then had a 3-3 draw with HJK. Switched things up again. I went to a 5-2-2-1 or a 3-5-3, whatever way you want to look at it. But HJK, obviously the big team in Finland, we did pick up a 3-3 draw in this one. Coimbra bagged himself a hat-trick, but Abu Dali and Mikko Lane with the goals for HJK for a points shared in this one. It was probably about right. And then most recently I've taken on FC Inter, a 3-2 win here. Again, with the 5-3-3 formation, or however you want to look at it. Like I say, it's I can't remember what I've called it. I might have called it a 3-2-2-1 or something like that. I don't know. But we picked up a 3-2 win here, and it was Pekka Järvinen and Ryan Castillo with the goals for FC Inter. But Jean-Jare Gabi, Koistinen and Coimbra with the goals for us. So we're unbeaten in 4, but we were unbeaten in 4 the last time you were here as well. And we are taking on FC Honka, the champions from 2 years ago. They're currently in 4th place in the table. If we have a quick look at the table, we're currently in 7th. So it has been a bad season. We're on 27 points, which I think is what we finished on last season. We finished on 27 last season, so we're doing much better than we did last season. The one downside to things are is we still concede far too many goals. We've scored 32, which is the joint most in the league, but we've conceded 31, which is the most in the league, second worst in the league, only behind VPS. So without conceding all those goals, we should be much, much higher up than where we are. But we're 27 points, we're 11 off the top two, which is quite some distance, but we're only 5 off third place, 13 clear of the drop zone. So again, things are looking average. They're looking average. Could be better, basically. But as things stand, we're still in the relegation group. So we really need to book our ideas up and get ourselves ahead. We do have a game in hand over HIFK and HJK. We're just a point ahead of us. We've also got a game in hand over FC Honka, who are today's opponents. So we could close the gap down to 1 point to Honka. Financially, we're struggling. We're almost £1 million in debt when you consider that we started the season with some money in the bank, but we're still massively underneath the wage budget. There's been a couple of signings since you were last here as well. There's been a few outs, a couple of loans. Malainen has joined Mariheim for £36,000, but I have brought in 2 players. I've brought in Hermin Tangyung, who is an Indonesian, so he's our third and final foreigner that we've got in the squad. He is a right back come right wing back. He's got some good attributes for that sort of position. He is on international duty as things stand so far, but he's only played the 1.5 games for us so far. That's early days for him. And we've brought in Christopher Kvamin on loan from Rosenborg. Now we're paying actually quite a little bit of money for this loan. It's a total of £56,000, but there is an optional future fee of £850,000, which we won't be spending. Now he's an inverted winger on the right hand side / an advanced forward. Now I've changed the formation again as well, so we're not playing with wingers anymore. This now, if any of you watched my Football Manager 2022 Building a Nation save with SS Cosmos over in San Marino, this formation will be very familiar to you, and this is what I'm going to go with for today's game. It is my 4-1-3-2 Regista formation. It worked amazingly well for me in Football Manager 22. It's more of a defensive formation despite the attacking mentality, and I want to try it. I want to try and stop conceding so many goals. So the lineup that we're going to go with is Arboleda in goal. It's going to be Turunen as the right wing back. It's going to be Mari Darlin as the left wing back, although he should actually be on attack like the wing back. We've got Bayo and Barrios as the 2 central defenders. Egal is going to come in as the regista. I didn't actually realise that he could play in this position, but he's a natural at it, which is fantastic. His contract does run out at the end of the season, but he does want to leave, so maybe we can get the game time into him. Pedersen is going to be the ball-win midfielder. He's probably the best defensive midfielder that we've got. Hernandez is going to be an advanced playmaker, a position that he's very, very good in. Got some excellent attributes for that position. We're then going to go with Odo, the man we've got in a loan to be a right back. He can actually play in the centre of midfield. Now he's going to be the centre mid on attack. Again, it's a position that he can play. Coimbra is going to be a pressing forward for us today, and then we're going to start with Kvamin up front as the advanced forward. If I can, have I got 4? I haven't got 4. I can't. We're going to have to start with Leo Johansson as the attacking forward. I've got to have 4 homegrown players on the pitch. So hopefully we can beat Honka. That would be absolutely fantastic. Right, getting into it then, guys. Now this is the first time that this squad has ever seen this formation, so it may not work straight away. It would be nice if we continued our little unbeaten run that we're on. I need to get us up the table. So hopefully we can do this. They are playing the 4-1-2-3. Pretty standard formation in Football Manager. More than likely going to be a gegenpress side kind of formation. But our formation is, I think it's designed to stop that sort of thing. As that's not going to help. Pedersen's just got himself sent off inside the first 3.5 minutes. With an awful tackle. That's the game gone already. I'm just going to have to leave it as it is. Why I don't have get stuck in on that. Why has he done that? Stian Pedersen with a shocking challenge so early on in the game, and we're on the back foot already against a team who are better than us. They are the favourites for this game. And that's absolutely shocking. As now Aladel brings the ball forward. It's Koskela down the left-hand side. Of course, we do have a gap down there left now. It's a good ball back, and it's a good volley towards goal by Koskela, but it's well saved by Arba Leader in goal. And he looks to get us up the other end straight away. Odo brings the ball down. He's got Coimbra ahead of him. Coimbra's through. The defender does really well, but the ball's ricocheted back into the path of Emmanuel Coimbra, and he grabs his 14th goal of the season to put SJK 1-0 up against FC Honka against the odds with a man down. A man down. I'm half tempted to take a striker off now and shore up that midfield. Honka have just started an attack. I think I'm gonna have to take Johansson off. I'm gonna put him back in here as a ball winning midfielder, and it's gonna have to be Koisten. And now, how good is Koisten defensively? He's shocking. Hernandez, are you any better? No. Odo, are you any better? Yes, Odo can defend. So let's swap Odo and Koisten around. Coimbra, you're going to have to be up front by yourself, I'm afraid. We're going to have to give it a go. Hopefully this highlight plays out in our favour as we go diving in again with Murray Darling. It's now Carlson with the ball. Diop for Honka. Alalide down the left-hand side. Koskela with the ball. Driving towards that byline, pulls it back. That's a speculative effort from that sort of angle. Thankfully, harmless for us, and now we have got that change made. So hopefully we're a bit more shored up now. Koskela with the ball. Switches the play over towards Koivisto. Finds Helen, back to Koivisto again. Gets the ball across. It's well cleared by Bio. But they still come forward to FC Honka. Can we stop the cross coming in? We can't. It's towards Helen. No. He's fell over. It even says surely a dive by Helen. It was one hell of a dive. That's shocking, Football Manager. Come on. That was a blatant dive. 1-1. 1-1. Arba Leader with the goal kick goes long. It's well won in the air by Carlson though. It's Alalide, now Diop. I fancy Honka to take all 3 points here now. Unfortunately, I know it's hard to say, but Koivisto with the ball. Now Helen, the goal scorer, and the diver. Carlson finds Diop again. He's got plenty of time on that ball with only the one forward. Savonen and now Diop. They're passing the ball around really, really well here at Honka. It's Koskela, ball forward towards Michaela. It's Arba Leader got something on that, and it is going to go behind for a corner kick to FC Honka. We're still less than 20 minutes into this game. We've had a lot of action. It's going to be Koskela to take the corner. It's headed well clear. And we are on the back foot. We're going to give the boys a shout of encouragement. Koistinen with a free kick for us. Towards that back post, and Baio. I don't know how to say his name. Matilda brings the ball out. Finds the diver, Helen. Matilda again, or Michaela. Koivisto. He's got the diver outside of him. Ball forward towards Michaela. Pulls it across, and Miko Mattia gets his 21st goal of the season. There was absolutely nothing we could do about that one. That was just some really, really good counter-attacking football by FC Honka there. Fantastic goal for the away side. And like I say, it's backs to the wall for SJK in this game. Arba Leader goes along with the goal kick. It's Carlson wins it again in the air. It's Michaela, now Halen. Koivisto. We need to put some pressure on the ball. Koivisto advancing down the right-hand side, being allowed to go the wrong way. Koistinen does get back to him. Maridalin steps in, helps him out. Coimbra can't get there though. Coulson wins the header. Carlson even. Koivisto, Carlson again. Finds Diop. Coimbra's very, very isolated up here on his own. Aladade. Is it? Alalade. Well, I don't know. Alalade with the ball, left-hand side. Plenty of time. Finds Koskela. Back to Diop. Really, really long highlight this one. Koskela switches the ball out wide towards Koivisto. He's got room to move into. finds the diver, Halen with a shot from the edge of the area. It's a really good finish by Yanni Halen for his second goal of the season, I believe it said there. It's a fantastic finish from the inside forward on the right hand side. There was, again, absolutely nothing you can do about that one. And this red card is really, really going to cost us in this game. Koskela with a free kick on the left hand side. We're going to have to go very defensive here, like my assistant is suggesting. Carlson looking to get the ball back across. He does. Uni Michaela makes it 4-1. Wow, you're seeing some drubbings on camera this season, guys. We're absolutely shocking. And at half time is 4-1. Do you know what? We're starting to get into the realms of my job being insecure here. If things don't start to improve, something new to us this save. We've never been in a position like this before. Luckily, we are 9 points clear of 8th place Inter, which is really, really good. It's more about the gap to the top, and with the financial situation that the club is in, I can't see that gap closing anytime soon. Finland is going to be a difficult one for us, guys, because I can't just go out and get my Brazilians, like I did in Latvia. It does look like, though, that Finland is going to be a difficult nation for us to tick off. We've been marginally better in this second half. We've had no highlights, which is good. Coimbra and Odo did play well. Obviously, the goal and the assist for them. Eagle lacking match sharpness, but he had a poor game, and I am far from pleased from that. But the sending off by Stian Pedersen in the 4th minute, after 3 minutes and 20 odd seconds or whatever it was, just really, really cost us that game. I'm going to stick with this formation, though. I think it can work. It worked very, very well for us in San Marino. This journalist, hatred is his relationship with me. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but ever since day one in Finland, he is disliked, and now it's hated. I did get it back to disliked at one point, but it's gone back to hated. I don't know why. I really don't know why. That does leave us in 7th place in the league, though, guys. 27 points with 9 games remaining. So we're 2/3 of the way through. We've played 18, won 8, drawn 3, lost 7. We've now conceded more goals than we've scored. We've got the worst defence in the league, which is fantastic, isn't it? It's really, really good. Honka is starting to close the gap to the top as well. Ilves are still flirting with relegation, the defending champions. Next time, though, guys, look, the league does split pretty soon, so I've got 4 games to get us into that top half of the table. Otherwise, I do think that my job could be coming under threat. If we have a quick look at the job security, no, we're still stable as things are. Finances are also listed as okay. I don't know how they are. AC Ula, the manager there, is unstable, insecure, but they are cut adrift at the bottom. So AC Ula are going to be going down. Hopefully we can keep our job, though. We've told the board that we're going to finish in the top half, and we really, really need to. More to the point, if HJK have a shocking finish this season, we could potentially get ourselves in at HJK. Just look at the difference between them and us. They've got £15 million in the bank. Mika Latanen is their best player. He is far, far better than our best centre-half, who's Devai Barrios. You can just see the comparison between the two of them there. But anyway, that's where we are. We're in 7th in the league. We're having a poor season, possibly our worst season in Football Manager 23 as a manager so far. But guys, thank you for watching. As always, please, please, please do remember to hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. It does help me out. At the time of recording this video, I'm at 97 subscribers. Now I'm about 10, 11 episodes ahead of where you are in this video in terms of what I've recorded. So we could have passed the 100 by the time that you get to watch this. But guys, thank you for your continued support. If you're already subscribed, if you're not, then please feel free to. But I'll see you all for the next episode, guys, where hopefully we've had a better finish to the season.